The girls' restroom was unusually quiet during lunch break. Emma quietly washed the paintbrushes from art class, planning to head back before the bell rang. Then the restroom door slammed shut. 5 girls walked in. Designer shoes, luxury handbags, perfect makeup. At the center stood Vanessa Blake, the unofficial queen of Westbridge High. She folded her arms and smiled. So, the little hero is here. Emma didn't answer. Earlier that morning, she had stepped in when Vanessa's group cornered a first-year student and mocked her for wearing second-hand shoes. Emma had only said one sentence. Leave her alone. Apparently, that was enough to make her their next target. Vanessa looked at one of her friends. Do it. A bucket of blue paint splashed over Emma from head to toe. Cold paint dripped from her hair onto the floor. The girls burst into laughter. Another girl emptied a trash bag over her shoulders. Food wrappers, used tissues, plastic bottles. The smell filled the room. One of them took out her phone. Oh, this is definitely going online. Emma slowly wiped paint from her eyes. I don't want any trouble. Vanessa stepped closer. Too late, she shoved Emma's shoulder. Emma stayed silent. Another shove, another laugh. One girl grabbed Emma's backpack and dumped everything onto the wet floor. Books, pens, a notebook she'd spent weeks writing. Vanessa crushed it beneath her shoe. What are you going to do? Emma bent down and quietly picked up her notebook. I've tolerated enough. Vanessa rolled her eyes. What, you think you're going to fight us? She threw the first punch. Emma leaned aside. The punch hit empty air. Then Emma fought back. She didn't lose control. She simply defended herself. She caught Vanessa's wrist, gently redirected her balance, and Vanessa landed on the floor with a loud thud. The other 4 rushed in together. Within moments, one slipped trying to grab Emma. Another found herself sitting on the wet floor after Emma sidestepped. A third had her arm restrained just long enough to stop swinging before Emma released her. Less than a minute later, all 5 girls were staring at Emma in disbelief. No one had been seriously hurt, but every one of them had lost. The restroom door opened. Someone whispered they lost to Emma an hour later. Emma stood alone inside the principal's office. Across from her sat the principal, the vice principal, 2 teachers, Vanessa, her parents, and the parents of the other 4 girls. The atmosphere was already against her. The principal slammed a file onto his desk. Emma, how could you attack your classmates? One teacher added, you should be ashamed. Vanessa immediately wiped fake tears from her eyes. We only wanted to talk to her. She suddenly attacked all of us. Her mother glared at Emma. My daughter has bruises everywhere. Emma opened her mouth. Actually, enough, the principal shouted. We've already heard enough. Every time Emma tried to explain, someone interrupted her. You started it. Don't make excuses. 5 students can't all be lying. You should apologize immediately. Not one person asked what had happened in the restroom. Not one person asked why there was blue paint still in Emma's hair. They had already decided she was guilty. Emma looked around the room, then quietly said, if you won't let me explain, I'll do whatever my brother decides. The principal let out a short laugh. So your parents aren't coming? Emma calmly shook her head. My brothers raised me. The principal waved a dismissive hand. Fine, call one of them. We'll settle this today. Emma nodded. She unlocked her phone without hesitation. She pressed a single contact. Family. No one in the room paid attention. After all, to them, Emma was just an ordinary girl who rode an old bicycle to school and wore simple clothes every day. No one knew. The bicycle wasn't because she couldn't afford a car. She simply enjoyed cycling. No one knew. Her plain-looking uniform had been tailored by one of the country's finest designers because she preferred comfort over brands. And no one knew. The quiet girl standing alone in the office was the only sister of 4 brothers, each at the very top of his own profession. The call connected. Emma spoke only one sentence. Big brother. The principal wants to meet you. A calm voice answered, we'll be there. Emma ended the call and quietly put away her phone. The principal leaned back confidently. Good. We'll explain to your brother why you'll likely be expelled. Emma simply looked at him. She didn't argue, she didn't smile, because in less than an hour, every person in that office would realize the phone call they had just insisted she make was the beginning of the biggest mistake of their careers. Subscribe for part 2.